Greetings, welcome back to the kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make the butternut as your main meal. So I already peeled this butternut. Stay tuned and see how quick this is, and you would love it. Always, I hate peeling them butternuts, but guys, sometimes I even go for the butternut with the peels on it. Sometimes you know how much we need the roughage, how much is it important to get that peel on. So it's optional, but I chose to put this recipe on without peels because of some certain reasons that you're likely to see in few more minutes. Stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, this is the time for you to subscribe to this channel, to like and to share. If you are new and you are just seeing this video, this kitchen is what I always refer to as my restaurant. My kitchen, my restaurant. I have to make the best meals always for my family. So guys, this recipe is so easy. I'm just going to serve it with beef stew and a coleslaw salad. That's it. So sometimes you don't really need to think so hard when planning meals. You just need to be so creative. Remember, cooking is an art. It's not just what we give to the table that matters, but also what we plan prior to the meal really matters. So I'm washing this butternut. After peeling it off, wash it until it's clean. And then we have to make slits. When you're making slits, just make sure that the slits are not too deep to the very end because we want it to remain intact. So after the heat, after whatever that we are going to do with it, it should remain intact. You will see the reason why I'm saying this, because even if I'm doing this as a tutorial, but you would see that there are some flops in there where I even cut that much and the other pieces decided to split from the main one. Those are the accidents that I sometimes meet in the kitchen. So I'm carefully making these slits. And more often people say, I don't like butternut because at the end of the day, when you just boil it, it brings this water out of it, which is not really nice to measure with other dishes. So to avoid that, this is one of the best recipes. It's just going to be so nice, no dripping off. It's just going to be really good and it will blend well in the dishes. I think if you haven't seen it properly at the start of this video, you're going to see it well at the end of the video. So I'm just putting this in the pot to parboil it. The reason why I'm parboiling always is I want this ingredient that I'm putting in it to sink. There's a difference between boiling and grilling because the final stage is going to be grilling. So the ingredients goes through in better when parboiling. So I just added a teaspoon of sugar in there. These butternuts are not really as sweet. So I put sugar, I put a little bit of water, then I'm going to parboil it. Few minutes later, I have to put it on the tray. So an accident has already happened. Watch closely. I did make those slits that I say don't go too far when you're cutting. So you see the other piece of the butternut is now left in the pot. However, this is not going to stop this recipe. Those two are the main components that I'm going to be working with. Now see this, those slices, they just dropped off. So anyway, I'm not going to throw anything away. It's food after all. What am I doing now? I'm putting honey and aromat. It's optional. The reason why I'm putting honey is that it doesn't really go dry. I don't want it to be too dry. At the same time, I don't want the water to be dripping off it. So I put this honey, brush it out, and then add a little bit of aromat. Aromat is going to complement the honey that I put. I don't want it to be too sweet. At the same time, I don't want it to go dry. So you have to play around with your ingredients and see what is taking what is dominating actually. So honey is going to dominate this butternut if I don't put the aromat. That is the reason. Now put in the oven, grill it on high heat, then check later, 20 minutes, 25. You see how good it is. Look at that. And then it's time to serve. The aroma in this kitchen is just wow. You really don't know how much this dish was so delicious. Look at that. Served with beef and coleslaw. It was the best. Like, subscribe, and share. Till next time. Bye-bye.